Happy Tuesday. Today is actually a pretty fun lesson. I know I'm a math teacher, so you might just have to take me at my word on that one. But I really think after the last few days where you guys have done tons and tons and tons and tons of calculations, I think you might enjoy this one a little bit better. So go ahead and pause the video, do your PDN, come back when you're ready to go. Okay, this PDN is actually the most work that you're going to do today. Everything else is going to be a little bit easier and a little bit more creative. Okay, to find the mean, I always like to start the mean, add them all up. When you added them up, you got 670. There are 10 numbers altogether, so you divide by 10, gives you a mean of 67. To find the median, we need to line them up. 21, 46, 68, 68, 70, 72, 73, 82, 84, 86. Make sure that there's 10 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The middle is in between 70 and 72. So what goes in between 70 and 72? 71. I'm gonna go ahead and plug the mean in too, because I forgot. The mode, I actually was thinking about it as I was listening to numbers. Oh, there's two 68s here, which means the mode is 68. Mode happens the most. And then range, biggest number, 86, minus the smallest number, 21, gives me a range of 65. Okay, we're gonna still look at mean, median, mode, and range as we go on in this unit, but we're taking a pause from that today. Today, we're focused on outliers. We've done a lot with statistics. One of the most useful things we can do is summarize them using measures of center. That's what we just did. Mean, median, mode, range, those are measures of center. And when you talk about someone's average, that's what they're talking about. Now, JG makes a good point in this video, so double click it and watch it. Although I will rarely say this, numbers sometimes do lie. They can be deceiving. They can trick us and they can make us think something's true, which is not necessarily true. And one of the reasons is because of our lesson today. In statistics, when we find the mean or average, sometimes one number can totally throw off your answer. These numbers are called outliers. So let's say you take 4 math quizzes. You get a 92 on the first one. You get a 95 on the second one. You get a 98 on the third one. And then you get a 20% on the fourth one. That's going to totally bomb your average. 91, 92, 98, your average was in the 90s, and now this 20% is totally bringing down your average. That's because that 20% is something called an outlier. And an outlier totally changes an average. Just like it would bring down your grade, it changes the average. So outliers are numbers that are way bigger or way smaller than the other numbers in the data set. Here's how I remember it. Outliers, that number looks like a liar. A 20, if I see a 91, 92, 98, and then all of a sudden I see a 20, I'm going to think, that number's lying. That doesn't belong there. So an outlier is a number that's way bigger or way smaller. Today, all we're going to do is identify those outliers in data sets, and then tomorrow we're going to explore how the outliers can make some statistics, like mean, deceiving. And that's what Jay-Z means. He says numbers don't lie. Sometimes they do. Okay. Here are the number of the wins the Warriors have had for the last 8 years. This is real data, Golden State Warriors, but it's in no particular order. It's not like 2012, 13, 14, 15. I just jumbled them all up. 57 wins, 58 wins, 47 wins, 67 wins, 15 wins, 67 wins, 73 wins, 51 wins. So I'm trying to figure out which number is nowhere near any of the other numbers in this data set. And the one that sticks out to me is 15. We're in the 50s, we're almost at 50 in the 40s, 60s, 60s, 70s, 50s, and then 15. 15 is nowhere near these other numbers, okay? It's way lower than all the other numbers. The other thing that we want to think about are, what are some reasons for this outlier, okay? 15. We're talking here about the wins the Warriors had in the last 8 years. If you watch basketball, you probably know which year this is. That's this year. I can think of a bunch of reasons why all the other years they had a lot of wins, and then this year they had 15. Number one, they had a shortened season. Remember, like 6 weeks ago, they canceled the NBA season. Well, they haven't officially canceled it yet, but they stopped playing games. So you can't keep on getting wins if you have a shortened season. The other reason, which some of you know, KD got traded. Steph was hurt. All of their main guys were not playing this year, and Draymond Green, although he went to Michigan State, and I'm a huge fan, he's not able to carry the Warriors like the team that had 73 wins. So that's another reason why they had this outlier, this number that's not like any others. As you go through your examples today, you're going to have to read the title of the chart or look at what are these numbers talking about, and you're going to have to critically think about, come up with a reason, why would these numbers be different? If you don't follow the Warriors, you could just make up a reason why they would only have 15 wins. Maybe all their players got sick. Maybe all their players got hurt or something to figure out why they would have 15 wins when the rest of the seasons they had 50 and 60 and 70 wins. Okay? So for your practice today, you're going to be identifying the outliers and start thinking about what might be a reason for those outliers. Go ahead and do practice set 1. Pause the video and come back when you're ready to check your answers. Okay, this first one, it says the table gives the number. I hope you actually read this top part because it's going to be important. I know some of you skipped it. Table gives the number of days that the 24 members of the Garfield Middle School volleyball team were absent from school last year. Okay, so this is one player was absent 4 days, one player was absent 6 days, one player was absent 7 days. Which number up here is the outlier? So 4, 6, 5, 7, 6, 7, 3. These are all pretty close together. 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It goes up a little bit, but that's still one away from 7. 5, 16. 16. 16 is way different than all these other numbers. All the other numbers are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 1 8 in there, but that's not super far away. 16 is the one that is super far away from all the other numbers. Okay. We also want to think about some reasons for this outlier. Why would a student have 16 absences when everyone else has between 3 and 8? Maybe they were in the hospital. If you're in the hospital, you're going to miss more than just like 3 or 4 days schools. There's lots of other reasons. Maybe there was a death in the family. Maybe something tragic happened. Maybe there was a move. There's lots of different reasons we could come up with, and I'm interested at how creative some of you get with your answers for why this could be an outlier. Okay, so we're not only identifying the outlier, but also identifying the reason. Number 2, foul shots made. Which number is the outlier? 2, 15, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. They're all 1, 2s, and 3s except this one, 15. So how do I know? They were all 1, 2, 3, except 15 was way far off. What are some possible reasons for this outlier? Here I'm talking about foul shots made. Maybe they played a really bad team who fouled a lot. Maybe this player was wearing something offensive on their shirt and the other team got mad at them, and so they kept on hacking them, and that's why they got 15 foul shots. There's lots of different reasons you can come up with. Again, be creative of why you think the outlier is there. Last one for this problem set, number of takeout orders at the restaurant. 30, 40, 70, that's pretty far away. 40, oh, but I have another 70, so if there's 2 70s, that can't be an outlier. 50, 40, 40, 80, 70, 70, 120. So all of these are kind of close. 38 seems like an outlier, but it's actually only 3 away from 41. 77 I thought for a while was an outlier, but 74 is right there too, and 82 is not that far away. The one that's really far away is 129. 129 is nowhere close to these other numbers. Now, we got to think about what's a reason for this. Number of takeout orders at a restaurant. We're usually in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, but all of a sudden there's over 100 and a lot over 100, 129. What could be a reason? I know my first thought goes to the state shut down because of a global pandemic. I know the restaurants in my neighborhood are all they only do carry out orders now because you can't eat there right now. So what's another reason? Again, the more creative with you are, the more fun it is. All right, we've done 3 practice problems. I want you to pause the video and do your next 3. Come back when you're ready to check the answers. All right, for problem set 2. Now for this one, I'm only going to give the outlier, and then I'm going to look at your own classwork to see what your reasons are, because I don't want to be giving away all the answers. Outlier for number 1 is 7. That's way far away from all these other numbers. Outlier for number 2. Originally, I thought it was 51 because these were all in the 40s, but 51 is actually only 2 away from 49. So there's one that's much further away, and that's 14. If the rest are in the 40s and 50s, 14 is nowhere near those. And I will check what you put for your answer. And then for test scores, the outlier is 33. And again, you need to make sure that you've put some possible reasons, and I'll check them when I check your classwork. Okay, you're all set to do the exit ticket. Make sure that you answer all 3 questions. When you finish, you should do your Khan Academy assignment for today. As always, if you have questions, give me a call or send me a text, 847-769-4731. Thanks, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.